Good morning, welcome to Math Tea UK. I'm just going through some of the comments, and a couple of days ago one of the subscribers, Dimitri Vandenbosch. Hello Dimitri, how are you? Thank you very much for your comments. Thank you very much for sticking with me and for my videos, and yeah, I do appreciate the support, I really do. Thank you very much. Dimitri has recently purchased a UK Hammocks underquilt and also has a DD XL hammock. If you're not quite sure which one that is at the moment, that's the one with the hoops and the spreader bars. Dimitri's asked if I will do it on a little video. Of course I will, no problem at all. It's over here. So, that's what's happened to my wubby blanket, is it? So here we go then. Here we have one DD Frontline XL and one UK Hammocks underquilt. Alright, this is the bag it comes with. It's not a stuff sack, obviously. This is the storage bag. Alright, that's why it's rather huge. Let's put them together. This is then the DD Frontline XL, and I'm going to have to bring you in to show you the real size of this thing. I mean, it's just huge. It is a bucket. Very good for the big lad. Anyway, I can already see the problems that Dimitri's having. Yeah, I've never actually even thought about that process of putting that underquilt with that hammock. And I can see the drams already, but let's just go through the process. I'm also noticing that on the way I've got this hammock set up, I won't be able to hook anything on, so I'm going to need 2 extra carabiners or mini carabiners just to enable me to hook gear onto there. So I'll have to go get a couple of them out of my drawer. And as if by magic, maybe one. The other one. Right, let's get the underquilt on and see what problems we have. So we now have our underquilt underneath, as it should be. We have our natural trough forming there, and I can see why Dimitri would think that not fitting. Yeah, I get that, because you have this sort of shelf forming here, but we've got to get in. So let's get in and see if it manages to form to us, conform to our shapes and not give us any code spots. Now I have loosened off either end as best I can, so I've got the spread as well, so I've not cinched up any of the ends. Let's go. Give it a go. I've got underquilt here. I've got underquilt here. I don't appear to have any problems. I've got underquilt at my feet and I've got it at my head. So far, Dimitri, for me, this is working. What I need to do though is get in and see what gaps I've got either end, and the only way I can do that is by getting in and out a few times and moving the position of the camera, so that's what I'm going to do. Obviously I can't see anything until I edit this, so I don't know what I've got. Can I feel? I think I can feel a gap there. So there is a potential there for cold air, so that may or could require maybe a little bit of cinching up. Hard to do, there we go. Yeah, hard to see. Let's have a look at the foot end. Now I can't quite see, but I do think there's probably a little gap, but a little bit of cinching up required. Nothing major. So there we go. I've gone through the edits. I've had a quick look at how my head and how my feet were working. It did require cinching up, obviously, at both ends. So I did it, and I had no problems after that. Everything worked perfectly fine. I had no air coming through, no cold air getting in, and I was quite happy with the way that laid. Yeah, it looks a bit unorthodox, but it always will with that. There is one more thing I'm yet to try. When I did my Hammocks insulation video, I mentioned about the big wide full mattress not fitting on the normal hammock, and it would probably get lost in the DD Frontline XL. So I'm going to put it in. I'm just going to pop that in now while I've got the hammock up and see how it goes and see whether that's compatible too. So let's have a quick last minute having a look at this. I knew this thing would be lost in here. Because the hammock is so tremendously big, I just knew that that mat would be lost. But is that workable? Again, it's not overinflated, it's just inflated by itself, not under not really any pressure. What do I think? Right, well, look. Oh, hello, girls. Dog attack. Right, okay, stop it, stop it, stop it. Right, well, look, I would say this is somewhat workable, but my feet are actually off the mat. But my head is on, so stop it. So I would say, yeah, it's workable. I would need something extra underneath my feet, so it is suitable to a degree. It is quite comfortable. What do you think? Yeah, that's probably about the mail. Right, it is workable. You can use it, but no, not for me. I'll do my head in. What? You comfy? You comfy? I think that's yes. So my final word, I didn't really have any issues. To be fair, I'm inside in front of my fire, so I'm not really going to have any cold air rushing through underneath me. And maybe that's what you did. Maybe you've been out with it, experienced a lot of cold air, maybe you need to cinch up a little bit more. I don't know, Dimitri, these are, you know, it's only a trial and error, isn't it, really? So I didn't have any problems on a dry run at my home. Perhaps have a look at the way I've hung my hammock, perhaps have a look at the way I secured my underquilt, and maybe get someone to take some pictures of your underquilt while you're in it to see what needs cinching up, or to get somebody to cinch it up for you. And just make sure you hang it the right way next time. You know, put a little label on it, head end, something like that, and you may have no problems in the future. Really, one of the key issues is to get rid of the air channel underneath you and cinching up. And you need to cinch up to the right amount. Too much, too tight, and not enough gaps. So good luck. I hope you manage to work out your problems. See you later. Bye-bye.